Time and again, we witness incidents that make us think twice about how safe we really are in the city. Even after witnessing massive protests and outrage against women, nothing seems to have improved, and here's why. These are the scenes people witnessed at Shivananda Circle late last night at around 11:45. A man being thrashed mercilessly by a group of visibly angry locals. Wondering what led to this outrage? The man at the receiving end of this merciless beating is Manjunath, a resident of Sadhanahalli, who is now behind bars at the High Grounds police station. Manjunath is one of the three miscreants who last night tried to physically assault and later abduct a Bengalurian. Last night, Hegenahalli corporator Govinde Gaudar and his family were at the Sea Rock restaurant near Shivananda Circle celebrating the first birthday of his grandson. After bidding goodbye to other family members, Govinde Gaudar's son and daughter-in-law were standing outside the restaurant when the unthinkable happened. Three men driving an Indy car stopped the car near Govinde Gaudar's daughter-in-law and began passing lewd comments at her. The three were clearly in an inebriated state. Soon, they even tried to attack her physically. When Manasa tried to block their advances, they were enraged and tried to abduct her by forcing her into their vehicle. It was then that Manasa began shouting, and soon her husband Suresh and a few onlookers rushed to her rescue. They got hold of Manjunath while the other two managed to escape.
I directly brought the knife to my wife's neck, near to my wife's neck. He almost tried to kidnap her to the car. At that moment, I went to save her, and he crossed the knife in the air towards me. And even I was in the panic condition because I was carrying my son with me, and one side my mother-in-law is with me, and no guys were with me. At that moment, I started shouting, and my wife herself started shouting, and many people coming back in the road, same road. Those people gathered together. They told, "Sir, he is trying to kidnap your wife," showing the knife.
Luckily for Manasa, she was rescued before the miscreants could force her into the vehicle. And unluckily enough for Manjunath, he found himself at the receiving end. Manjunath was later taken to the High Grounds police station, where he was booked under section 354 that pertains to outraging the modesty of a woman. This morning, the 8th ACMM court remanded him to 2 days police custody. The cops are now trying to learn the whereabouts of Manjunath's two accomplices.
It only goes on to show that Bengaluru is becoming even more unsafe. Women cannot step out in the night, even if they're accompanied by men in this case. They're being attacked, they're trying to be kidnapped. We hope such incidents stop in Bengaluru, and we hope Bengaluru becomes a safer place to live now that the Independence Day is also coming. With camera person Mantesh, Vivek Vinayak for News 9, Bengaluru.
A face-off between a BJP MLA and toll booth staff proved costly for the latter. Was the MLA able to get away with assault and abuse just because he's in power? BJP's Madhya Pradesh MLA Rustam Singh has put the party in an embarrassing situation. Take a look at what he and his son Rakesh Singh did on Wednesday in Morena near a toll gate on the Agra-Mumbai National Highway. First, Rustam gets down from his car. Then he assaults the toll staff. The son also joins in, as do several supporters of the MLA. They pushed the staff, beat them, and used abusive language. Investigations have started into the matter. According to Rustam's complaint with the police, the toll booth staff were at fault.
हमारे पास एक कॉम्प्लीमेंट आया है नाम खिलाड़ी हुई है। उसने बताया वो अपनी थार गाड़ी से जा रहा था, तो वहां से निकला तो उसने 100 रुपए दिए टोल के, बकाया 70 रुपए जब उसने वापस मांगे तो टोल वालों ने उससे गाली गलौज की, बदतमीजी की, मारपीट की, धमकी दी जान से मारने की, और उसके पैसे वापस नहीं दिए। तो हमने उसमें मुकदमा दर्ज कर लिया है और जो भी वैधानिक कार्रवाई होगी वो करें।
The victims had another version of the incident.
उसका कुछ नहीं सर, विधायक साहब की गाड़ी आई थी, उनके आगे 3-4 गाड़ी खड़ी हुई थी, बस इतने ही आगे जब उनकी गाड़ी आई है तो उन्होंने सीधे टीए हमारा टीए है जो टिकट काटता है उसकी मारपीट चालू कर दी है। उसमें से स्वयं विधायक जी थे रस्तम सिंह जी और उनके सुपुत्र श्री राकेश सिंह जी, उन्होंने आके टोल पर सर मारपीट की, हमारे स्टाफ से बंदूक छुड़ाने की कोशिश की है।
2 staff members at the toll booth have been arrested after the MLA's complaint. Though it is not clear who was at fault, CCTV footage shows the BJP leader and his supporters indulging in assault. Will he receive a reprimand from the party high command? A News9 report.
It's the eve of Independence Day, and let's now take a look at how our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, political parties and the national capital as a whole are preparing to celebrate the 68th independence of our country. Take a look.
Delhi turns into fortress. We are just a few hours from celebrating the 68th Independence Day of our nation, and one must say that there are unprecedented security measures that have been put in place in the national capital. Around 10,000 Delhi police along with the paramilitary personnel have been deployed to secure the national capital and the Red Fort. Along with them, the personnel from Special Cell, Intelligence Bureau, Air Force and Army will be keeping a close vigil on the Lal Killa. It is learned that 3-kilometer radius around the Red Fort will be completely sanitized. More so, the route taken by Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be covered by 186 CCTV cameras. Unmanned aerial vehicles will also be used for security and health. Reportedly, around 360 high-rises have been identified, and police department will deploy sharpshooters to keep a close vigil on these high-rises. Special checking of vehicles at the border points is also scheduled on the Independence Day. BJP and Congress preparing in full swing. Yes, the BJP and the Congress parties are also gearing up for the 68th Independence Day. If you take a look at the Congress party office on Akbar Road, you will just see the hard work put in by the Congress workers. It is learned that Congress is all set for the Independence Day, and the AICC President Sonia Gandhi will hoist the tricolour tomorrow in the morning. All the Congress leaders have been invited to participate in the celebrations.
Every year we celebrate at our headquarters. Sonia ji, she always participates. Rahul ji will also come. And important leaders are supposed to be there to celebrate 15th August, our Independence Day of the country.
On the other hand, BJP is all set to celebrate its first Independence Day after Modi's government came to power. Party President Amit Shah is expected to unfurl the flag at 10 in the morning amidst all the party workers.
Well, the nation is celebrating, and the Prime Minister will be speaking to the nation from the Red Fort, and the BJP as a responsible political party will also be celebrating its Independence Day, and there will be a flag hoisting at the party headquarters. Honorable President Mr. Amit Shah will be here to unfurl the flag, and there will be a lot of workers out here to celebrate Independence Day in its true spirit.
Early in the day, all the senior BJP leaders, including Amit Shah, will be present at the Red Fort to witness their leader making his debut at the Red Fort. It's not just the BJP leaders, even people across the nation will have their eyes glued onto their television sets as Modi will make his Independence Day speech. But what will Modi do differently on the 68th Independence Day of India? No notes for speech and no umbrella. Well, Modi is preparing to speak ex-tempo as he makes his Independence Day debut at Delhi's Red Fort. And mind you, even rain won't stop him. Sources say he will not carry any notes with him, but just a set of bullet points. If Modi manages to do so, he will probably be the first Prime Minister to address the nation on August 15 without a script. Modi has also asked his men not to get an umbrella if it rains, and that he will continue his speech in rain. Narendra Modi is expected to reach the Red Fort at around 7:20 in the morning. After a guard of honor by the armed forces, he will unfurl the national flag. Well, every Indian celebrates this national festival with immense enthusiasm, patriotism and fervour. Now it remains to be seen what Modi has to offer to the nation in his Independence Day speech. Sanjay Dikshit for News 9, Delhi.
The makers of Amir Khan's starrer, PK, have been looped into endless controversies ever since the first look of the movie was released. But it looks like they can now finally heave a sigh of relief. Here's more on the story.
The makers of the movie PK starring Amir Khan, producer Vidhu Vinod Chopra and director Rajkumar Hirani now seem like a happy lot and can finally rejoice. The Supreme Court today refused to accept a public interest litigation seeking a ban on the movie, which has now given the makers of the film a massive relief.
अरे ऐसे टुकुर टुकुर कहाँ देख रहे हो हैं? पहचाने नहीं काम का? अरे हम पीके हूँ पीके.
The poster of the film not only garnered a lot of attention, but a few people also took the opportunity to show their creativity in covering the star. But looks like the Supreme Court has no objections in Amir bearing his assets. The movie then ran into legal trouble when the petitioner, an NGO called All India Human Rights and Social Justice Front, stated that a few elements of the movie would disturb public order and hurt religious sentiments, but Supreme Court has dismissed the plea. A three-judge bench comprising Chief Justice of India R.M. Lodha and Justice Kurian Joseph and Rohinton Nariman, in counter to the petition, said that the Indian society is mature enough to know what entertainment is and what is not.
If you don't like, don't watch the film. Don't bring religious facets here. These are matters of entertainment. If you restrict it, it will affect others' rights. Don't be sensitive to such things. What will you hide in the age of internet? Today's youth is very smart.
Well, now that the Supreme Court has given a nod to the film, the makers can now finally wipe the sweat off their foreheads. And if you are amongst those who are anxiously waiting for Amir to reveal more, then your wait shall end soon, as the second look of the movie is all set to be revealed on August 20th. A News9 report.
After delivering back-to-back hits, Sharan returns with yet another action entertainer. And much before its release, the movie seems to be a victory for the makers. They have released a new song and as expected, it's topping the charts.
This August 15th will be a joyous occasion for the makers of Sharan Adyaksha, not only because of Independence Day, but also because the film is finally set for release. Though the Mumbai Censor Board had no objection to the film, a group of Hindu activists had raised objections. They opposed the manner in which Lord Krishna was portrayed in the song Open Hero Bitkondo. The activists approached the court stating that the song hurt religious sentiments.
Open Hero Bitkondo.
The court has stated that if activists continue to raise questions about the content of the film and create unnecessary issues, strict action will be taken against them under the Cinematography Act. The makers of the film have now cut visuals from the song which had offended the activists, and the movie will release tomorrow. The movie stars Sharan, Raksha and Malavika Avinash. This is not the first time that Sharan Adyaksha has run into trouble. The title of the movie came under the scanner a few weeks back. Producer Mukhtar questioned Karnataka Film Chamber of Commerce, stating that the title Adyaksha was granted to him and it has been used without his consent. Only after producers Baswaraj and Gangadhar held a meeting with Mukhtar to resolve the issue that the film was renamed Sharan Adyaksha. Will the film rule the theatres this weekend? That remains to be seen. A News9 report.